What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Brand Masika Reaction. Okay, guys, how old were you when you realized that Jamaica is not it's not an African country? So it has come just to some people's attention that Jamaica is not an African country, and people are really crying out when they realize the naked truth. So in today's clip, let's watch together how people react on this when they realize that Jamaica is not an Africa, it's not an African country. So if it is your very first time coming across any of my video, remember to like, comment, and not forget to subscribe. Enjoy, and I'll be back with comments.
One thing for sure, Jamaica is in Africa. I don't care what the geographers say, because do you know how much that scarred me when I was 10? Do you understand? I'm sorry.
That there are a few Africans growing up who genuinely thought that Jamaica was an African country. And I remember growing up, my dad used to play Bob Marley so much. And on top of that, the vinyl, we used to call it LPs, the cover was clearly a black African man. So it didn't make sense that if anyone had to tell me, no, this man is not in Africa or from Africa, you know, he's obviously African, but that Jamaica is not in Africa. It made no sense. But I know better now, guys. I'm grown up, but I do know something. So there's this other African country, and they do not consider themselves black. I don't even know if they think they're African. It's a blue flag, and no, it's not Botswana. But maybe if we can like swap them with the Caribbean. Just a thought. Use it, don't use it.
Give me 3 countries in Africa.
Jamaica.
Where are you from?
Houston. I'm from Nigeria, though.
Give me 3 countries in Africa.
Nigeria, Liberia, and Sudan.
Nigeria.
You can't mention what he said.
I'm from Nigeria, though.
That means you have to probably know 10 of it. So.
Okay, Ghana.
2 hours later.
Let me think.
It's too Nigerian to be thinking.
Yeah. Jamaica. Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay. How long did you live in Nigeria? Did you ever go there?
No, I didn't. I would say once, but it's ones he already said.
Oh, chim. But there are 54 countries.
I'm just having a brain fart.
It's okay, you got it.
Algeria.
Give me just one more.
Ooh.
Let me make it easy. What continent is Africa in?
Damn. I want to say something. I don't know if it's gonna be wrong. Like,
you can give 2 guesses. You got it, I promise.
my mind is somewhere else right now.
What continent is Africa in?
It is a continent.
It is a continent. Thank you so much.
Let me come back.
God. Jamaica not being in Africa doesn't make sense to me. It's like 77 plus 33.
This is spiritual. The love Africans have for Jamaicans, it's really, really spiritual, people. I know a lot of you are going to think that's crazy, but that is true. It's like you cannot convince an African at some point in their lives that Jamaica is not an African country. They will literally pull out pictures of Jamaicans and they'll say, yeah, and they are African. Then you'll say to them, okay, point where they are in Africa, and then they'll be all blank and they'll be traumatized when they discover that Jamaica is actually an island in the Caribbean. I was traumatized when I discovered that, so I'm talking from experience. So then my ancestors say to me, it's spiritual. The connection between Jamaicans and Africans is spiritual. That connection that broke between African Americans and Africans because of slavery did not break with Jamaicans. It remained like the cord, the umbilical cord between the Africans and the African Americans. It broke during slavery, but it did not break with the Jamaicans. It remained strong. They remained tagged into the source. So what was the reason? What is the reason that they were tagged into the source and remain tagged into the source? The women, they had very strong metaphysical scientists who were women, and they were like leading them. It's almost like one of their leaders, one of their very first leaders who did what she did. I think I remember her name. Wherever she was very, very metaphysically strong. She did rituals along with others which kept the cord, the umbilical cord, intact, because she thought one day they were going to be able to get on boats and go home, and she didn't want to lose that connection. Literally, yeah, I'm listening to them talking. Literally, that's why for Africans, Jamaica is in Africa, no matter what. It's a spiritual connection that has remained over hundreds of years and will remain for eternity. Isn't that fascinating? I think that's amazing. I think that's cool. And yes, I still think it's a travesty that Jamaica is not in Africa.
OV, me every day trying to prove to my kids that Jamaica is not in Africa.
We eat chicken, rice, goat, pork, beef.
My mom be eating Jamaican food. I don't know nothing about it. Y'all soda so nasty.
That was just one flavor. You had ginger beer, which is not the best.
Ginger beer. Well, can you bring us back some food with a drink? We gonna try it. You can rate it 1 out of 10. I thought the thing was gonna taste like Sprite or something.
But there are different types of soda, though.
I smell it. I thought it was like ginger ale. I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Like battery.
But you can't drink one Jamaican soda and say all of them are bad.
Well, that one was nasty. I'm a grok. Someone gun sound on my talk. Walk.
Y'all don't even know any Jamaican song.
But they be like, they be coming out of nowhere. I know Bob Marley.
Yeah, you know Bob Marley. Which Bob Marley song, you know? It's gonna be alright. Let's play, don't worry. It's Three Little Birds.
You did that?
Which dance? What dance is that? As a TikTok dance?
Yeah, they been dancing the song.
Oh.
He be having a ski mask. He be jumping up the wall.
To Skilly Bang dance? To Skilly Bang song, that's how he was?
West Indian people got the best food.
You're Indian? I thought you were Jamaican. Oh my god, bro's
No,
Indian.
Topher, I'm not Indian. I'm Jamaican.
Oh, cool, because you don't look Indian, but isn't Jamaica in Africa? Isn't Jamaica in Africa?
No, Jamaica is not in Africa. Jamaica is in the Caribbean.
Chameleon? What's a chameleon? Oh, like the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sorry, your African accent got in the way. Like the movie, right?
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Like
Yeah,
that,
like Pirates
right?
of the Caribbean. Yeah, but I'm not a pirate, Topher. I'm not a pirate.
Oh, that's so cool. I just always thought like pirates lived in the Caribbean because Pirates of the
I
Caribbean.
just want to eat my Jamaican beef patty, okay? I just want to eat my food.
But broski, that's clearly an empanada. That's an empanada, bro. That's an empanada.
No, this is not an empanada. You thought this was an empanada. This is a Jamaican
Bro,
beef
that's
patty.
an empanada. I know Mexican food. Are you like Mexican also? Bro,
No,
are
I'm
you
not.
Mexican?
No,
Oh my
I'm not
God.
Mexican. I'm not eating Mexican food. This is a Jamaican beef patty.
So Jamaicans eat Mexican food, but they're not Mexican? That is like so cool. But like, can you teach me like your language? Can you teach me like something like in that like African language that you speak?
Okay. I could teach you some things.
Okay.
For starters, go suck your mother is how we say hello. Yeah, that's how we say hello in Jamaica.
Sock motor. That's like so cool. How long did it take you to like learn English, bro?
Bro, This is so fucking true. Ain't nobody love reggae music like South African uncles and aunties and the grandparents. They love that shit, bruv. I remember my second trip there. I went to Johannesburg and we rented this whole house. And it was about around 2 and something like that in the afternoon. And I went out on the balcony and the neighbors next to me, bruv. All I heard was, easy skanking it easy. Oh, pirates, yes, they rob by Buffalo Soldier. And I was like, wait, hold on, wait, what? And the mix, I was listening to the mix. It went on and on and on and on. So I was like, Jamaicans. We have some Jamaicans next to us. So we was going to go out, innit? So I was like, oh, yeah, like, you mans. I was telling everybody. I was like, when we're going past, let's tell, like, you know, the neighbors hi in Jamaica. Bruv. We got out of this house, went up to their house, got to the gate. We saw it. It was two, like, older couple. Like, they looked like they were in, like, their 40s, 50s, 60s. So went up to them. I agreed to them in patois, bruv. I was like, wow, go on, uncle. Like, I was chatting patois. Please tell me why. This man replied back to me in a South African accent. I said, hello, hi, excuse me. He's like, yes, I'm South African. It was two full South African uncle and aunties, bruv. And they were in the front garden dancing the fuck like ain't nobody's business. And then, you know, the funny thing is, like, you will go into, like, certain areas and you'll just hear them be beating reggae, bruv. It's not a joke. I think Bob Marley performed in South Africa one time, bruv. I can't remember. But, bruv, they love that shit. I don't think Jamaican people appreciate reggae music the way they do. They love that shit.
Nope. No. I refuse. What do you mean Jamaica is not in Africa? What do you mean Jamaica is not in Africa? No. No. I refuse to believe it. No. I am not accepting that shame. Angeke. No. How? No.
Can you name 5 countries in Africa?
Jamaica.
Jamaica is not in Africa, bro.
Is it not?
Can you name 5 countries in Africa?
Nigeria,
Yes.
Ghana, Africa.
Can you name 5 countries in Africa?
Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Egypt.
Can you name 5 countries in Africa?
Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, Gabon, South Africa.
Easy. Can you name 5 countries in Africa?
Nigeria,
Yes.
Somalia,
Yes.
Somaliland,
Yes.
Uganda,
Yeah.
Ghana.
South Africa,
Yes.
Nigeria, Congo, Nigeria, and Egypt.
Yes.
South Africans are okay with things not making sense. For example, Jamaica's not in Africa, Haiti's not in Africa, Brazil's.
I cannot believe I have to fucking make this video again. Okay, right? So, for my ignorant people out there, for my geographically challenged people out there, I have some crazy news, right? Jamaica is not in Africa. Jamaica is not in fucking Africa, okay? I don't know. I just thought growing up that everybody knew geography growing up. I don't know why it was just me. Maybe it's just one of my, like, autistic niches, but I'm back home in Korea now, but I was literally in Thailand this morning, and some guy at the airport, he's like, oh my God, where are you from? I think he was Thai. I'm like, yeah, man, Jamaica, I'm come from here. I don't know Jamaica, I'm come from here. It's the bone. You must say, in Africa? You know, I lived in Asia for like 5 years now. I'm used to it. It's nothing major. I'm not mad. It's not that deep. But out of all the places I've been to, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. This is a shock. Asia might be the worst when it comes to geography. I'm just like, where are the schools? You know, what are y'all like learning? Do y'all just not know that there are other black people outside of America and Africa? Like, what is going on? And it's not just Asia specifically. My African friend, Katie, this is about you. Yeah, this is about you. Half Nigerian, half Japanese girl, right? We're going to the movies one day. She's like, Ezra, you never been to Africa? I'm like, Katie, why? How would I have the opportunity to go to Africa? Like, why would I be in Africa? She's like, aren't you African? And then proceeds to tell me that all her friends in Africa think Jamaica is in Africa. Cultural erasure. So this is a PSA for absolutely fucking everybody who is ignorant about geography. Jamaica is in the Caribbean, you know. Right under North America, right above South America, right next to Central. I can't take it, man. I like the ignorance. Open up the school, them. If you do a DNA test on me, yes, it will come back to Africa because, you know, slavery. But it's been a while since then. Jamaica has its own culture, own people, own language, own traditions. Educate yourselves. Thank you.
I love this creator so much, and I'm honestly so glad she made this video. I always tell people like the most welcoming group of African people that I have ever met are South African people as a Caribbean person, as a Caribbean person. And I say as a Caribbean person because when it comes down to a lot of West African countries, which is where Caribbean people are predominantly from, West Africa, there is a lot of stigma towards the Caribbean population when it comes down to, let's say, like Nigerians and Ghanaians and so on and so forth. So, my first time going to South Africa, I was very like apprehensive. I was kind of like nervous. I'm like, I don't really know how I'm gonna be perceived. I don't know how I'm gonna be received because I was so used to there being this like stigma, you know. And also I went with my best friend and like she's Haitian. So, it's like two Caribbean people going to Africa, well, South Africa, but just Africa in general. And, like having or just hearing just really bad and just negative things about us as Caribbean people because it's like, oh, like you're not African or you're mixed. I've literally seen someone online tell this woman, your ancestors were taken from this land and because of that you're no longer African. Like, whoa. And like granted, I'm not walking around waving around a freaking Nigerian flag as a Jamaican person or something, but it's just like there's still I don't know. I'm not saying that we need to be like because at the end of the day we are Caribbean people, right? We are Caribbean. I was not raised in Nigerian or Ghanaian or any type of West African culture directly, but there still is that level of influence in the Caribbean, at least in Japan. No, in the Caribbean, honestly, in the Caribbean. And it was, I don't know, it was just like going to South Africa. I felt like I was received as someone who is an extension of the continent of Africa and not my own separate entity, which is what a lot of West African people make us feel like. And like I always tell people like when I went to Cape Town, it it felt like I was in Jamaica. Like it had a very Caribbean presence and flow and vibe to it, which I loved. Like I felt so at home because I lived in Jamaica for like 5 years, and I love my country and everything, and mixed with like the feelings of just the environment and how welcoming the people were. Like the people I met, they were like, yeah, like if people ask you, just say you're like Zulu or something, and I was just like, okay, like okay, and like even going out places because I do talk predominantly with like an American accent, but then when I do say some things, people can kind of like tell. But I feel like when you have an American accent and you go other places, people don't really hear like underlying accents that you have. It's more of like an American thing. Like Americans can like clock me and be like, yeah, like you're not like just American, like you are like you're something else. But when I was in South Africa, they're just like, yeah, like you're American. But then like I would like do certain things, like say certain things, and then people would be like, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, like, I'm like Jamaican. And they'd be like, oh, like my brother, like, welcome, da da da, whatever, whatever. So there is such a level of like camaraderie when it comes down to South Africans and Caribbean people, and I love it so much. Like I love it so much because it's so welcoming, and it's just this feeling of like engulfing love, and it's just like it's just so amazing.
Yes, yes. You've heard it all that everyone is in denial, in a big denial that it is not true that Jamaica is not one of African countries. You have seen a lot of people have been asked name two or three countries. Those different people, in 10 out of 10, we just found 5 people who are just saying Jamaica is in Africa. So let's come to the naked truth. Here is the point. As we all know, the world is comprised of 7 continents. Yeah, the world is comprised of 7 continents, and let's just give a good example. While we mention, we have Asia, Europe, Africa, North and South America. Those are just but the few. But whatever it is just come to attention, or whatever it is coming to the headlines, it is the concern. It is the concern to Jamaica and Africa. History has it that when the colonies left, remember Africa was colonized. Africa was colonized by some were British, Portuguese, and French. So when they came to regain their independence, and the whites get back, the umbilical, the connection, or what should I put it in, the umbilical between Jamaica and Africa, it is something that is on another level. It is something that is, you can't just hate the bloodline between Jamaica and Africa. As we grew up listening to the very, very famous artist Bob Marley. Who else listened to Bob Marley? Bob Marley was very famous during our young time. As we grew up, we knew Bob Marley is an African. But saying the truth is that Jamaica is not in Africa. Yeah, Jamaica it is in the south of America. Yeah, Jamaica is just an island in the Caribbean. But whatever is going there, it's going on there. But whatever the link up, it is in there. It is just something on another level that we can't just, you have just no reason to hate Jamaica. Jamaica is just being loved by everyone. So I just have to ask a question. Let me know in the comment section, or on the comments, how old were you when you realized that, or when you came to come up to know that Jamaica is not part of African country. Yeah, remember, a lot of people, even while our children listen to Jamaican music, listening to Vibes Cartel, they say that's an Africa, but literally it's not. Let's try and educate them. Okay, the connection, by the connection, it's really something that it's just on another level. But then, if you see on my many videos in this channel, I have specifically touched on Jamaica, because Jamaica, the umbilical, it is very strong. So to our Jamaican brothers, the Caribbean, it is just something that you just have to be proud of. We love you guys, and we will keep on whatever our ancestors, the bonds between us, you and you guys, It is still on. Yeah, it is something that we can't just wake up one day and say that we hate Jamaica. No, Jamaica, you are one of us. Even if the geography says that you are not part of Africa, but let in our mind know that the link up with you guys with Africa, it is so strong that we cannot afford to say that you are not one of us. You are one of us. You are our brothers. We love you. And my people, let me know on the comments. What's your reaction on this story? What's your take on this story? Because even me, I've just it took me sometimes to accept it, but I can't. I have just to accept it, but I cannot stop loving Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica is part of us. So Jamaican people, let's keep on supporting each other. Let's do this together. To my fellow Africans, let's support each other. Let's continue building each other. And remember, God loves us. We love you too. God bless. One love. Wagwan.